Hello, edgelords and enterologists. My name is Skine, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where this carnival of dripped-out weirdos, have come to greet me in the tavern, as I have decided that it's time to start taking on the Dark Knight quest. Which, fortunately, we have already started it, where we talked to a guy, and he was like, hey, the Temple Guard stabbed a man, because we do trial by combat, and that's good, because of it's good that we do trial by combat instead of putting people on actual trial. And so they murdered a man, and now they're gonna dump his corpse like in a river or something. So we've decided to go and see this particular corpse. And thank you, my striped shirt, for subscribing. As we hear the clatter of 24 bodies just hitting the ground behind me. Ooh, cool helmet. It's more than fine enough for charity. I'll take care of the rest. I might help sooner than later. Come on. Hello, are you dead? I'm gonna poke you with a stick. Or a finger. Is this it? Is this all that awaits? No. No more. Enough. Open your eyes. Look. Do you see now? Do you see? Prick. Prick. Oh, hello. I've been waiting for you to open your eyes. You all right? You were moaning in your sleep and sweating buckets besides. Name's Frey, by the way. And no, I'm not a heretic. Try convincing a Temple Knight drunk on the authority on that, eh? Shame the pompous R's got the better of me. But how about you? You touched it, yes? That couldn't have felt good. I don't know, sometimes it feels good when you touch it. A voice, eh? And a rather distressed one besides. Please, someone, anyone! Not so fast. We need to talk about what's happening to you. What's growing within you before you get carried away. Sir? There's a darkness within us all. Nothing dangerous, mind you. In fact, it's quite healthy. But the crystal changes you. Gives you the power to channel it. Do it without proper training, however, and, well, it might hurt. So, go ahead. Ask me to teach you. Ask me to instruct you in the ways of the Dark Knights, and I will. Okay, but what the person getting murdered down there is like, I don't know. Okay. Like, there might be a guy getting killed. I'm just saying it'd be nice of us to go, where are you now? Oh, right in front of me. It's just because there's 400 people standing around me. So it takes forever for shit to load. I hope we're not fucking with someone's computer or somewhere who can't render all of that. Oh, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. Don't get me demonetized. Okay. Uncover asked for a design review of this guy's armor, and yeah. So the interesting thing is, like, for the classic Dark Knight in Final Fantasy is very much like your Dark Paladin, right? Like it's Cecil from Final Fantasy IV, sort of the archetypal Dark Knight in Final Fantasy, and that is like a very like huge plate armor, like eyes covered. That's actually a very specific thing about the Dark Knight design in Final Fantasy IV, is that Cecil's eyes are covered. because he is blinded by darkness. Like, that's literally the semiotic, like what the character design is trying to say, is that he's blinded by his dark power, and he's blinded by his loyalty to like the king that he's chosen to serve and so on. And then when he becomes a paladin and becomes a warrior of the light, then his eyes are uncovered and he can see and all of that. Interestingly, they very specifically choose to highlight Frey's eyes. Like, Frey's eyes are, like, they are these bright spots encased in just dark, flat surfaces all over the damn place, right? Which makes them highlighted, which makes them stand out. And interestingly, that humanizes the character. Like, imagine if this had been, like, just a sheer helmet with no sign of their face. They would seem less human, right? Because stereotypically, eyes the window to the soul. So that's an interesting choice. Like, one that specifically seemed to be meant to humanize this character and make you more likely to empathize with them and more likely to see them as a person rather than as something or someone dangerous. And interestingly, the armor also is, like, less, like, it's not a huge chunky sort of dehumanizing plate armor. It's really very fabricy. Like, there's the shoulder pieces and like the chest piece and the gauntlets, but like this is like fine fabrics, like thick fine fabrics, like really flowing, really quite nice, which gives a certain softness to the character. Like, same with the hood that's draped over the helmet here. Like, there are elements of the character that invoke softness rather than just edges and spikes. Like, again, compare and contrast with Estinian's dragoon armor, for example, right? Like compare and contrast with Estinian's dragoon armor, and that's like more of like a, yeah, edgy, edgelord, spikes, edges, like sharp things, whoa. But this is like much softer in its aspect, which I find quite interesting. How the hell did you get up there? Oh, I see, you jumped up the poles. Ah, cool. I know you're still worried about that screaming woman, so I'll keep this brief. We Dark Knights don't care one whit for prestige or pedigree. We're free to follow our hearts, to defend the weak and punish the guilty as we see fit. The law of the land, the authority of a name, these are tools cowards use to escape harm. We have no need of shields, figurative or literal. Here, my blade is your blade, my soul crystal, your crystal. Go on, take them. You'll need them soon enough. Okay, then. Well, well, don't you look the part. Ready to harness the darkness within you to set the wrong things right. Now bear in mind that while the darkness gives you strength, that strength comes at a cost. That is but one sacrifice, though, and justice demands many. Say a man, venerable, untouched man, harms a child in unspeakable way. Okay, okay. He strides through the hoplon, secure in the knowledge that he is beyond punishment. But for one who cuts down that vile beast as he flaunts his freedom, who knows how many others will suffer? Such was the dilemma faced by a goodly knight long ago. He knew that he would be stripped of his titles and denounced for the deed. The threshold we refuse to cross is a line we draw for ourselves. We fear the consequences, and people suffer for our indecision. Everyone who held that crystal came to conquer that fear and became who they wanted to be. That night was the first. Will you be the next? Think on that while we look into the commotion below. Okay. Yeah, he's talking about priests. Like, he's talking about, like, the religious aristocracy when he says a venerable man. Or, you know, just nobility. It's not like there's that much of a difference between the two. Please, I don't know what to do. It's my granddaughter. I didn't see him standing there. I don't know, there's no excuse. I should have been more careful. But my granddaughter, she started yelling at the temple knight, and I tried to stop her. I did. But then he said she had to come with him, and if I could just tell him how sorry I am, maybe he would... He'd take you too. That's what he'd do. Even if you went and begged the blue bastard to intervene, it'd be too late by then. Ain't the first time they've taken a young girl her age. If she doesn't fight back, they might let her go after... No, there has to be another way. Okay, so I think I understand why the girl was taken. Oh, okay. Ishgardian justice. They might spare the girl, you know. Leave her with a few scars and a lifelong lesson. Or we could beat every last one of them to within an ilm of their lives and rescue the girl. You'd like that, wouldn't you? Yup. No hesitation. I knew you would. Everything's gonna be alright, madam. When I'm through with those knights, they will not dare trouble you ever again. Oh, thank you! Thank you! Well, the class consciousness is being activated. Oh no! He has been murdered. We're all trying to find out who did this. What do we have here? Ah, a helmet. And some gauntlets. That's actually helpful, yeah. It ain't pretty, but it'll do. As people are bringing out all of their fucking Dark Knight glam. And some pants. I'll take them. Yes, I'll read the journal. Yes, people told me to read the journal because apparently the Dark Knight questline has some journal fun. Ah, there we go. No pants. No shoes. Let's see. Journal. Oh, that's not kind of. You come upon an old woman who beseeches you to save her granddaughter, a spirited young woman who is seized by temple knights after an altercation. It soon becomes clear that she's not the first girl to be taken under such circumstances, and that the Templar Knight's intentions are anything but honorable. Frey observes that the girl might survive the ordeal, but he knows full well that you would rather punish the knights for their crimes. The decision is made. Make your plans with Frey. Oh, no, yeah, we're absolutely killing some cops. That's 100%. Assuming they didn't just drag her into an alley, they've taken her either to the congregation or the tribunal. The Honorable Sir Emmerich wouldn't suffer such reprehensible behavior under his roof. The Inquisition, on the other hand, well, so that leaves the tribunal. If the girl is still alive, I imagine they'd make all sorts of threats. Come any closer and she dies, and so forth. If so, we'll need to make something perfectly clear to them. We're not here for her. We're here for you. Once they understand she means nothing to us, they will attack us or flee. I don't know about you, but I'm eager to find out which. Frey surmises that the Temple Knights will take the girl to the Supreme Sacred Tribunal of Hellenic Inquisitory Doctrine. Oh, I've been there! He bids you follow him to the pillars and discuss your next course of action there. Just the one sword between the two of us, I'm afraid. You keep it. I dare say it fits rather snugly in your hands. But don't worry about me. I'll do my part to keep you on your feet. Now, should things turn violent, as I expect they shall, you may need to tap into your dark side to survive. It's not unlike drawing upon your own ether to weave magic. Fear, pain, rage, that which lies in the deepest depths of our soul makes for a pure, potent fuel. But be warned, burn too much too quickly, and you risk being consumed. Do not worry, Brick. The first step over the threshold is always the hardest. Yes, I should have known you'd do that. What did I do? I couldn't see. Right then. Let's find the girl. I guess Brick just emoted. I know that's not how it's gonna actually work, but I do like the idea of me and Frey, like, rolling up and they're like, who's these two assholes? And then this fucking crowd comes running up after. Like, one of them like, oh yeah, you and what army? Damn it, girl, you're only making it worse for yourself.
To hell's with you, I've done nothing wrong.
Why the pretty one's always so daft. If I had a guild for every time I had to kill an unrepentant bastard like you. And me with no pants or shoes. What the? Are you threatening a temple knight? Oh, you're very clever. Yes, I am. Now let her go. Enough of this.
with me, girl. Now, one more word approach this, and I'll toss your grandmother in a cell to rot. You three, seize this imbecile.
I'm sure just murdering these guys out in the streets will go swimmingly for everyone. Oh, I like the animation. Like big, slow, heavy swings. That's cool. I like that. But bring everyone! He's got mad! Reinforcements, huh? Looks like we'll have to even the odds. Search your soul for the darkness. We need but a sliver, yes. Do you see, Brick? The flames beckon. Immerse yourself in the flames and ignite the darkness within. Okay. But drink not too deep lest the flames consume you. Oh, you fool, I warned you. Okay, sorry. The next knight who bears steel, I'm not only going to kill him, I'm going to kill his wife, his friends, and burn his goddamn house down. That might be a little much. Thank you. And those of you who yet live, remember this horror, and know that should you speak of it, it shall be visited upon you again 100-fold. Yeah, it's, if I could do a J.K. Simmons impression, I definitely would.
I don't know what to say, sir. Thank you. Thank you. I got a little carried away earlier. It's just that when I saw how they were treating my grandmother, I had to say something, and... What? No one screamed your name. My grandmother called out just the once, but that was it. Speaking of which, I should hurry back. I suppose I ought to say I'm sorry for what I did, but I'm not. Those nights had it coming. Hello and bless you for what you did.
Frey, there we go. Feels good, doesn't it? Strange, maybe, but a good strange, I'll wager. You tapped into something primal, the power nestled within you yearning to be free. As your understanding of this power grows, so too will your skill as a Dark Knight. You've done well, far better than I could have hoped, in fact. But there's still so much more to learn, so much further to go. I won't lie to you, Brick, the risks will only increase. So if you want to keep going, you have to trust in me. Can you do that? Good. That's a promise. Circumstances being what they are, it might be best if we parted ways for a while. Think of it as an opportunity to hone your skills in my absence. But don't worry, we will meet again. When the time is right, I'll be waiting where we first met. As you tend to the girl afterwards, you ask if she recalls who it was that screamed your name when she was taken. She tells you, however, that only her grandmother cried out. Thanking you a final time, she hurries back towards the broom, leaving you alone with Frey. Oh! Thank you for that resubscription.
Hope you're enjoying Heavensward. Ready to beat up some cops, I mean, Temple Knights?
Oh yeah, definitely ready to beat up some cops, I mean Temple Knights. Not cops, Temple Knights. Temple Knights. They're different. They're a different thing. Which means that if the story is critical of the Temple Knights, that definitely doesn't mean it's critical of like the powers of police. That's not what it means. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about that. Okay, but the hamster. the hamster really kind of makes this fit because, I mean, the glow sticks are also funny, but the whole fit, right, is like, I want to suck your blood, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's very vampire, it's very Castlevania, it's very, especially with the big, with the big Hrothgar teeth. Sort of very dark and edgy. And then, oh, you're just a little cute hamster. This is well, it'll be just a little cute hamster just sitting on your shoulder, undercutting the seriousness of the entire outfit, but in a really cute way. And I do like, I don't know if this is on purpose or it's accidental, but I do like that there's a color coordination match between like the reddish pink in the hair and on the tattoos, and the little tail of the hamster, and the hamster is also white. Daw. That's great. Like I've said before many times, like even a really cool outfit, like in a game like Final Fantasy XIV, a cool outfit like this, like something that's really fucking awesome and like badass and like that's kind of a dime a dozen, right? Like everyone can make a really cool fit in Final Fantasy XIV. You kind of only have to go and like pick up like any official armor set and you have a really cool fit that looks badass. Oh boy, speaking of which, let me just reapply my glamour. Good lord. Anyone can do that. But so one of the tips that I have hey, you stole my outfit. So one of the tips that I have repeated often on these streams is have the one thing. Like have the one little thing that isn't just this is a cool badass outfit. Have the one thing that sort of cuts against the seriousness of it, or that like cuts against the color scheme, or that pokes the audience and says, hey, like, pay attention to this. Like, there's something out of place here. That's a really good rule of thumb, like, thing to do to get people's attention and to make them look at your character design not just as a armor set, but as a piece of actually trying to design a character. Case in point. I mean, yeah, that's definitely a way to do it. Like, someone sees you running past, they're not likely to forget it anytime soon. It's delightful how silly you can be in Final Fantasy XIV as well. Because I took a look recently, like I asked people on Twitter to send me like their World of Warcraft glams, like to transmogs, they're called World of Warcraft, like to send me all of their World of Warcraft outfits so I could take a look at like the variety of what you're capable of doing in World of Warcraft. And I did notice that like the variety of, like you can do a lot of interesting stuff in World of Warcraft. Like there's lots of cool things you can do, but the breadth of variety, like the breadth of possibility of what World of Warcraft allows is so much smaller, like so much more narrow than what Final Fantasy XIV does. Like Final Fantasy XIV really, really, really allows for a much broader range of aesthetics and styles than World of Warcraft seems to do. Like World of Warcraft is much more focused around, well, this is generic fantasy gear or battle gear. And that's sort of where you're stuck, is like mage robes and paladin and like warrior armor, and it's like it seems to be anyway. And I gotta say I will say I don't think necessarily I would have been, because like every time I sit down to stream Final Fantasy XIV, I'm quite excited to do it because I know that the carnival will be coming along, right? I know that all of these fucking cool-ass glass pink elephant heads on giant buff Rogadin, I know that they're going to be coming along. I know I'm going to have something interesting to look at. Like, I know I'm going to have something fun to see in a way that I'm not sure I would in World of Warcraft from the footage I've seen and from the gameplay and from what people have shown me. I just don't think I would have had nearly as much of a good time just looking at these character designs. Are those the Tantalus breeches? They look like they might be. But crop top leather. I should try and find that at some point if I could get a hold of that. I think, well, no, actually, because that's clearly got a shirt underneath it. I want Brick to have a crop top leather jacket with nothing underneath. Anyway, that's for the future, but like that's, yeah, nice. Like, cause like the brown and the leather, like the reddish, like that comports pretty well with the hair, and then you have the white hair strips down into the white shirt, and then you get the blue for contrast, and then the brown. Yeah, Yeah. Yeah, that's really well put together. That's just well composed. That's just good fashion right there. Well, I mean... Dark Knight, yes. I do have a certain fondness for, like, when a character is smaller than their weapon. Like, I do have a weakness for that. I just think that's funny. But okay, yeah. Okay, I see that. Yeah, I see it. I think the red in the hair, again, like the hair color, that's one of the things you have control. Look how the red in the hair color comports, like it's consonant with like that red scar, whatever thing that's going on the front of the armor. I don't know necessarily, like, I think that maybe the weapon's glow is a little bit too pink to really match with the hair. That's not a problem or anything, it's just, it just introduces an extra color, but I really like matching, like, the black and red hair with, like, the black and red color scheme of the armor in general, because that's one of the easiest ways to make a character look really cohesive, is to, like, make sure that the color scheme is consistent across the whole thing. Which is one of the things that can make something look really well put together, is just when... it's just when a color scheme is cohesive. I love the little sailor jacket. Like, that's... I say this, like, this is very gay, brackets affectionate, right? Like, this has a kind of sort of like a queer hunks on the beach circa 1987. Like, it has kind of that vibe a little bit. And then the Pope hat, which just makes it a little bit drag. It's cute. Like, and it's like, to sort of bring it back to seriousness, the white of the Pope hat, or the crown, or the whatever, actually is consonant with the blue and the white of the rest of the outfit. And the loincloth, yes, the fundoshi. Oh shit, holy shit. Oh, that's cool. That is cool. Am I correct in assuming that the helmet is not from the same armor set as the chest piece? I think it might be. Ooh, that's just cool. Like, there's not much to say about that. That's just really fucking cool. Yeah. Like, the one thing I might do, I don't know exactly what your dyeing options are for the gauntlets, but if the gauntlets could have a red tone on the spikes rather than the gold that matched the red on the weapon, that would make it 100%. Like, that would make it completely cohesive. Right now, the red and the gold is... Like, either that or the gold needs to be represented maybe in some other accent somewhere in the suit. Because gold and red definitely work together. It's just that they kind of miss... They're missing a link between... Like, that's a nitpick. That doesn't matter. I don't think you can match the spikes. Yeah, that makes sense. That's a nitpick. It doesn't matter at all. Oh, I see. There's a little bit of gold on the... Oh, I see. There's a little bit of gold detailing on the... Ah, there we go. That's the link. That's the link I was looking for, that there's gold detailing on the haft and handle of the blade. Yeah, that ties it together. And then the red also... Yes, good. That helps. But, like, you could definitely, if it's possible, if you can add any red or gold accents anywhere else in the outfit, that might help spice it. But you don't need to. It looks fucking badass as hell. Ooh. Oh, I like that helmet. Are those aura horns coming out of the helmet, or is that just the helmet itself? It's probably just... Oh, no, it's just the helmet. Yeah, because that's a Mikota. Okay. Ooh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, here you have, like, you can, if you want to with this one, like, you can use the blue of the tail, like, as a color guide. Again, it depends on how you can dye the damn thing, but if you can bring the blue into the armor set as well, that would be extremely cohesive with the tail, or alternatively, recolor the tail to red to match the red accents on the rest of the suit. That would sort of bring it together completely. But if you like the contrast, like if you like the tail being conspicuously a different color than the thing inside it, that can also be an act of character design, right? Like that the character wears an outfit that is different in nature than the personality that they have inside. That's an act of character design if you wanted to use that for RP, for example. Like, that's another thing, by the way, for role-playing. a simple trick is to have a character wear a piece of armor or an outfit on the outside that doesn't match the colors on their body, or that doesn't match them. Like when they take off the helmet, all of a sudden there's a completely different color scheme. That's a really easy way if you wanted to play a character who's like pretending to be one thing or playing one role publicly, and inside they feel a different way, right? That's a way to do that. Any glam is fabulous if it's what you want. This is the truth, by the way. This is something I probably should bring up as I'm critiquing these character designs. The thing that matters about a glam, like the thing that matters about any outfit, anything you do with these characters, is that these are your characters. This is an act of self-creation. Like this is you. The thing that matters is that they make you happy. Like more than anything else, the only thing that matters is that they make you happy. That is the thing, and everything else is entirely. It doesn't matter. Like, that's the one thing. And my criticisms or critiques don't matter to that. Like, if you have a character design and you're like, this is me, this feels like me, this feels like what I want, and I critique it, my criticisms are irrelevant. They don't matter. They do not matter. The thing that matters is that you love the thing that you've put together. So here's interesting, because this seems like a very deliberate choice to have blue and red in tension, because you can see that extends all the way up to the hair, where the hair is red, and then there's the blue eye, like the blue eye band, and then like red poking through this blue all throughout. Like, again, if this was an idea of like having a character who's like burning inside with something that's very different than what they stand for out in an outward way, like maybe they're part of an order of knights that are corrupt and they hate them, but they don't have they tortured about turning against them or whatever, that would definitely be a great way to do it. But I like that. Like, that catches the eye. Yeah, contrast is a great way to catch the eye. Like blue and red like this, they clash, right? Like they don't just like flow together nicely and feel coherent. They feel like they're in tension or in conflict. So that's a way to introduce that to the character design if that's what you want. Aw, Year of the Rabbit. Usagi's. I just realized, fucking Usagi Yojimbo. Year of the Rabbit. Must be possible to make that kind of an outfit for a Vieira. Someone must have. There must be a Usagi Yojimbo or 10 running around playing samurai in this game. Yeah, that's the Heaven Turn armor set, right? Yeah. Love the bunny ears on the helmet. That's the thing about this fit. Like, most of this, just like, oh yeah, this is a samurai warlord outfit or and then bunny ears. Bunny ears. Cute, adorable bunny ears. Make it, ooh, hello. Well, now there's some fashion. And it's like, oh, it's a rogue or ninja thing or whatever. Yeah. Fully casting Kagebunshi no Jutsu there. Oh, that is fancy as shit. Holy shit. Good choice with the boots, too. Like, having the armor plating on them. Because, like, I think it would be easy with that. Because, like, there's so much detail density up here, right? Like, it would be kind of easy to go for... Like, if you had gone for, like, plain pants there, I think that would have made the design too top-heavy. So having something elaborate on the pants, like, that doesn't necessarily have to be armor, but having something elaborate on the pants side and down below, that does help it. Mask is a great touch. Yeah, that's really nice. That's a fancy-ass outfit. Holy shit. Reaper fan, would you be willing to make an alt on NA servers and host a glam critique session over there? Yeah, at some point I do want to hop over to NA and like see people there for like a thing at some point. That's something I've thought about. I don't have any plans for it, but you know, someday perhaps. On the next stream, we should set a timer and take a shot for every 2 minutes spent looking at glams. Don't! You'll fucking kill yourselves. I will not be responsible for the deaths of dozens of people. I had a feeling you'd come by tonight, Brick. And sure enough, there you are, eager to pick up where we left off. Let's start with a question, then. You must be burning with several after that last affair. Oh, hello. thank you for that subscription, DDD Rex. Or Triple D Rex, I guess. What was that voice I heard? Ah, yes, the voice. The one you heard when you first touched the crystal. An excellent question, but a difficult one to answer. Some say it is a beacon, guiding the Dark Knight to his true calling. Whose is it, you ask? You can only discover that. Only you can discover that, for each knight must hearken to a different voice. As you grow more accustomed to drawing upon your dark side, you will come to hear it more clearly. Communion will hasten this process, but we dare not conduct the rites here under the watchful eyes of the Holy See. We will make for southern Thanalan, for Little Alamigo.
Oh, okay.
Punctual as ever, I see. Communion, lest you worry, is rather simple. It is a ritual in which one nurtures the darkness within so that he may channel it more effectively in battle. Do not, however, presume the risks to be any less than before. Should you partake of it in excess, you will die. Or worse. So, before we begin, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to kill something for me. Something feral, something fearsome, which will push you to your limits. I want to see you thrive in that moment. That way I will know you're ready. Ask Gundabald. He should know of a suitable creature.
That name sounds familiar. Indeed it is! I remember you from the other thing. The quest I did, which had the stuff. Oh, right, the quest journal. Doy.
A pleasure to see you again, Brick. Do you require assistance? Training? Well, if you seek dangerous beasts for that purpose, then, the Red Labyrinth is home to beasties notorious for their size and vigor. Trappers take great pains to avoid their nests, and those who do not bear scars for their folly.
Or do not, rather.
I pity the man who dies without scars. But these pasties sound promising. Tell me more.
I have attacked caravans loaded with all goat carcasses before. The smell drives them into a frenzy. This should serve to draw them out of hiding. Brick, I'll always be grateful for what you did. Those young ones were on the verge of making a terrible mistake, so consumed with anger were they. I hesitated to act, even though I saw it burning within them, as I see it burning within you now. You seek the darkness within. I'll not claim to understand your meaning, but I wish you well in your training.
Let's go.
Right, the quest journal. Let's see. I have so many things in it. It saddens you to see how weak and complacent Gundabald has grown and how his cowardice has spread among his people. They fear to tread near the lairs of mere beasties, but you do not. At least he furnished you with alt goat meat for bait. My. I see the edginess is leaking.
Ah, they're close. I can feel their eyes upon us. Well, we're here. Show me who you are, Brick. Show me what you can do. I'm waiting.
There we go, it's dead.
That wasn't so hard, now was it? To mete out justice, to protect the weak from the strong and so forth, you, yourself, must be strong. Strength is pain, strength is suffering, strength is sacrifice. We must prepare for communion, but not here. Come, before more beasties are drawn by the smell. You look ready. Good. Now, listen well. Close your eyes and hold out your hand toward me. Breathe deep through your nose, let the air fill your lungs, and then let it pass from your lips. Slower, slower. Listen to my voice. Listen to your heartbeat. Listen for the other.
Just...
With every breath, you grow lighter and slip further into the abyss. One foot in front of the other, over and over again. To the ends of the world, and back again. And if time has no end, still forward and onward, over and over again. So, what did you hear? Interesting, but not terribly informative. But do not lose heart. That you were able to hear it once more is progress enough. I believe you will come to understand its words and its will in due time. I should mention that in some instances, the voice is said to be that of another, one whom the Dark Knight is fated to seek out. If that is the case, you may have a long journey ahead of you. So you would welcome such a journey. There is something to be said for it, and for travel, for that matter, to roam free and help those in need. Yet, no good deed goes unpunished, does it? I knew a man once, wanted to be a hero, do great things, and so he did. The song always ends there, but life doesn't, does it? There are temptations more deadly than the dark side, Brick. You've learned this by now, but... You should have learned this by now, but you haven't. You will. The communion is ended, and with it, our time together. But we shall meet again, as we did before.
So, justice has been done this day as another trial by combat has concluded, blah, 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 blah. Kneeling before the body, you spy... I think I saw that already. Kneeling before the body, you spy a crystal and reach out to claim it. All at once, your body trembles and a strangely familiar voice echoes in your ears. You collapse, and when you open your eyes, you find the man standing before you, hale and healthy. He calls himself Frey, and it would seem that reports of his death were greatly exaggerated. He's intrigued when you tell him of the voice you heard, but before you can continue, a cry from the streets below draws your attention. You turn to leave, but Frey bars your path and insists you discuss the changes you are undergoing due to touching this crystal. The freedom to follow your heart, to defend the weak and punish the guilty as you see fit. This is the way of the Dark Knight, and Frey offers to teach you. You need only accept his guidance. Frey speaks to you of the first Dark Knight, a goodly knight who sacrificed all in order to bring an untouchable man to justice. Too many fear the consequences such actions will bring, and innocents suffer for our indecision, he says. Consider his words as you seek out the source of the earlier scream. You come upon an old woman who beseeches you to save her granddaughter, a spirited young woman who was seized by Templar knights after an altercation. It soon becomes clear that she's not the first girl to be taken under such circumstances, and that the Templar knights... Frey observes them, make your plans... Fear plans, should you turn around? You need to draw up in this dark to strike down your enemies. Oh, how they screamed when you came for them. How their cries of anger turned to fear. How you bathed in the fires of your hatred to bring them justice. Frey's words were music in your ears until they echoed in the tribunal as you promised them a reckoning should they dare speak of this day again. As you tend to the girl afterwards, you ask if she recalls who it was that screamed your name when she was taken. She tells you, however, that only her grandmother cried out. Thanking you a final time, she hurries back towards the broom, leaving you alone with Frey. Done well, Frey tells you. Far better than he could have hoped, but the risks will only increase as you walk further along the path. Trust in me, he asks, and you want to. You know that you need to, and that, when the time is right, he will be waiting for you where you first met. The voice, some say, is a beacon guiding the Dark Knight to his true calling. As you grow more accustomed to drawing upon your dark side, you will come to hear the voice more clearly. Such a phrase words to you when you ask him of the voice. Communion will hasten this process, he continues, but it cannot be conducted in Ishgard. Journey to El Amigo. I want you to kill something for me. Frey stands apart, waiting for you to show him who you are. Find a suitable location for the wait. You feel his eyes upon you, expectant, hungry, like yours. Where are those goddamn pasties? A dead pasty lies at your feet and you feel alive. Somehow you know Frey is smiling. This is getting romantic. Frey bids you approach and begin the rite of communion. Close your eyes and hold out your hand. Slower. Okay. Let's see. In the abyss, a wanderer's voice sings out to you, forever moving without rest or respite. Though its meaning yet eludes you, Frey tells you not to be discouraged, further adding that it might belong to an individual to whom you're fated to seek out. If so, none can say how long it might take to find them, but the mere thought of the journey stirs something within you. Yeah, this is getting increasingly homoerotic, and I approve. You look well, Brick.
more determined. You have not heard the voice since last we spoke, I know, but worry not. If your affinity with your dark side is as strong as I believe, then communion is all you require. Come with me to the burning wall. You know what you must do.
Is it kill something? Because to be fair, Frey, that's kind of the thing I have to do for all of the quests, for all of the things, all of the time, everywhere.
It begins, as always, with blood. A confirmation of your identity. There are axe-beaks here which have grown ferocious beyond reckoning. Vile creatures eager to prey on man and beast alike. Offer yourself to them. They will come.
Okay, yeah,
Then make an offering of them to me.
Yeah, no, it's not getting less romantic. He just wants you to make an offering of blood to him.
Ah, now that's the Brick I've longed to see. You resent this, don't you? This pointless trial. Perhaps you even resent me for subjecting you to it. Remember this feeling, treasure it. I want it smoldering within you when we commune in Camp Drybone.
Yeah, like, I don't need to comment. You're all picking up on it.
Close your eyes and hold out your hand towards me. Breathe deep through your nose. Let the air fill your lungs and then let it pass from your lips. Slower, slower. Listen to my voice. Listen to your heartbeat. Listen for the other.
Thank the 12, it is you, Brick. Oh, hey! Ishgard, remember? Must have been ages since last we spoke. To think that you would end up slaying the Lord of the Inferno. When you first came through looking for our missing common folk, I took you for... but this isn't the time to reminisce. I sought you out because I need your help.
Do tell.
Well, not so long ago, an Amalja raiding party attacked a caravan on the road and abducted several pilgrims. We reported the incident to both the Brass Blaze and the Immortal Flames, but it seems neither is in a position to muster forces at the present. You know what lies in store should they not be rescued soon. Please, Brick, there's no one else.
Really? Charge into some enemy encampment filled with Amalja warriors and free some fools who should have armed themselves.
Risk life and limb to do the work of a dozen men all because you bloody asked. Is that it?
But that's what we do, isn't it? Every goddamn time. Fine. We'll bring them back.
Thank you for... they were bound for the encampment to the southeast.
Then, so are we.
Aw, little Mr. Antihero is... Again, it's very easy to read that scene like he's upset that his alone time with Brick got interrupted. Or they are, rather. We don't actually know Frey's gender, do we? Oh, wait, I think it's mentioned in the journal.
The nerve of some people, after all you do for them. They're inside, just as Ishgard said. Mere moments away from being tempered, I'm sure. Well, what are you waiting for? It's time to play the hero.
Okay. The journal refers to him as he. Yeah, fair enough. I have an AoE combo. I can now do this, and then that. Ooh! God damn, these abilities look so much cooler than the warriors.
Just didn't know when to leave off, did they? Neither did you, though. I mean, look at yourself. Most of that is not even your blood. Leave it. You've nothing to be ashamed about. Let's go and give Ishgard the good news.
Yeah, don't shower, Brick.
I want the smell on you.
He likes the musk, you see. Well, welcome back, Brick. I heard you really gave those Amalja what for. Good show.
I'm sure you're gonna be on the way, so I won't waste any more of your time, but thank you. Come back whenever you like.
Those who have never faced death do not scruple to condemn others to it. They know nothing of true sacrifice, and are weak for their ignorance. In sacrifice there's strength. In sacrifice there's liberation. Close your eyes and hold out your hand towards me. Breathe deep through your nose. Let the air fill your lungs, then let it pass from your lips slower, slower.
Bonk.
With every breath, you grow lighter and slip further into the abyss. On a throne of bone, he waits. Serve, save, slave, slay. They come to entreat his judgment. Serve, save, slave, slay. One by one in solemn procession. So, what did you hear this time? Huh. And here I was thinking you were on the verge of discerning the truth. Your affinity with the dark side grows stronger by the day, and yet there is a hesitation. Listen to me, Brick. You've performed great deeds and saved countless people. You're a hero to the realm. But you are no Dark Knight. A Dark Knight accepts that he cannot save everyone. Sometimes he's fortunate just to save himself. Sacrifice, Brick, is to renounce what binds you, to recognize that which matters, and forsake all that does not. At the very least, you must realize that you cannot continue to carry all these burdens, unless you wish to die a slave. I'm fine, I'm just tired. Just a little tired. The communion is ended, and with it our time together. But we shall meet again, just as we did before.
Don't worry, I'll look in the quest log.
Frey knows you have not heard the voice in some time, and so he hopes to help you as he did before. Join him in East Northumberland. It begins, as always, with an offering of blood. Seek out the slay axe beaks Frey is watching. Something is lacking, but you cannot say what. Well, it is done. Perhaps Frey will be satisfied. A flicker of annoyance spasms across your face. How pointless, you think. And Frey smiles, for he knows your heart. Remember this feeling. Treasure it. It will serve you well in your next communion in Camp Drybow. How dare Ishgard interrupt our communion, as if pilgrims have not been kidnapped before, yet here you are again, forced to risk life and limb to rescue fools who should have armed themselves. All because there is no one else. So be it. Raid the Amaljar encampment and rescue the prisoners. Fortunately, Amaljar are far better sport than Pistes, eh? And the beastmen were happy to keep coming, howling with rage for their fallen kin no matter how many you slew. Frey's chuckling is infectious, and you find yourself sharing his grin. Frey suggests you refrain from cleaning the blood from your equipment. Let Ishgard see what you accomplished firsthand. Ishgard's eyes wander to the bloodstains, only to flee a moment later. You can hear the fear in his voice as he thanks you for saving the pilgrims. Frey ought to find that amusing. Those who have never known true sacrifice quake at the sight of it. You know this because Frey knows it. Extend your hand and prepare for communion. Serve, save, slave, slay. The voice drones on, each word resounding in your heart as the tapping of a hammer and chisel. Sacrifice it to renounce that which binds you, Frey says. To renounce that which matters. Recognize that which matters and forsake all that does not. Serve, save, slave, slay. Frey knows you cannot continue to carry all these burdens. Heed his warning before it is too late. Absolutely not. Where would I be if I heeded things like warnings? Okay, we have Stone Vigil. But first, I can never not hear Slay as Slay. But first, I'm just gonna enjoy some glams. Someone seems to be hiding. Ooh. Ooh, those are fancy. Yeah, like good combination with the boots especially. And the glasses, yes. Oh, I like that. That's really good. Like the eye makeup, I don't know where exactly you got that from. Like the eye makeup and like those little white accents there, that's really good. Along with the hair. Like that's a face with some character to it. Yeah, that's really cool. Yep. Oh, hello. We do appreciate ourselves a slightly slutty Hrothgar. Oh, that's really nice on the back. I guess those are like tattoos and the cosmetic options, but like the idea of like those are scars running across the body. That suggests a history, right? Like that suggests the character has been through something. Yeah. Yeah, oh, that's really good. Like, good coordination between, like, the color accents on the belt and then, like, the staff. And, like, that's really cohesive with the colors, actually. That's incredibly cohesive. That's very well done. I mean, that's a classic samurai. That's something straight out of Demon Slayer, right? With the loose, long... What are they called? They're not... Are they kimono? Or is this particular name for the ones you wear under armor? I don't know. But like the long, loose-fitting robe and then the chest binding is like sort of classic female samurai fit. I do like the shoes with that, though. Like those... Like, they have sort of a cutesy... They're slightly cute. They're slightly adorable, aren't they? Yeah. And the pants, too. Like, that's a good... I don't know if the pants, like, go with the gi, but... Or the robe or whatever. But they're a good fit with it. Like, the gold and the red rope as a contrast to the blue. Because, like, it's hidden away behind the layers, so it's not, like, overwhelming. But it draws the eye. That's good. Yeah. And, of course, like, you complement that really nicely by having the red accents on the hair and ears. So, it, like, it's sort of... It goes with the red on the flowers as well. Yeah, that's really nicely put together. Oh, that's cute. Oh, I love that. That's like... That almost looks a little bit... Well, maybe a little bit Persian in the pattern, but it almost looks a little bit Eastern European. In the way that, like, the pattern is used against the white. And then that red scarf. Yeah. Oh, okay. What? No, yeah, like that's really good. Oh, and then the purple with the sword and the shield and the hair. Ah, nice. Nicely done. That's good. Because I was about to say that maybe the purple hair was a little bit out of like color temperature with the rest of the outfit, but nope. You got it. You tied it together. Hey, same jacket. Same jacket. Different colors, but same jacket. Nice boots. Ooh, really nice boots. I like those. Oh, someone's ready for a day at the beach, huh? Boy, that is a Speedo. Good lord. Blood, of course. Remember, children, blood would increase the age rating, but this is fine. No problem. This not. Don't worry about it. But blood. Ooh, yeah. No, that would be. Oh, I love that shirt. That's a fantastic shirt. That's really very dad on the beach. Like especially with the cap. That is so very dad on the beach, or DILF on the beach, I suppose, given the way the rest of the outfit is put together. And then like a classic witch fit, like a really classic. That's quite good, like with like the blue skin tone, and then like the pink, which is like cold in its cold temperature, and then that like Goes together with the perp. Yeah, that's really good. Classic witch fit. Like classic, I am a sorceress drawn straight out of a picture book kind of. Ooh, veil on the face. Nice. I don't know if that comes with a hat, but that's nice. That's really good. Oh, hello. Oh, that's cool. Like a really simple, just with like the shoulder. Does the shoulder armor go with the shield? Or is that like a separate thing? It might be a separate thing. That's really cool. Like, that's really cool. Like a sort of a knight out of armor look. Like a sort of like casual sword fighter armor thing. That's really nice. That's good. Especially with the headpiece. Like the headpiece really makes it. And then like the armored boots, because they do have the armored, but then the rest of it is like this casual fit. Yeah, that's really fashionable too. Like, I do like that they pay attention to the back of characters as well. Like the detail of like the corsage and like the belts that like hold it together. That's nice. As a dance party has broken out. Ooh, that's a nice coat. That's a really nice coat. Yeah, and then like that against the white cravat like thing with it then extend into the gloves and oh, there's like a white front cover on the so a white black contrast and then the black goes with the hair. Nice. Neat. Oh, someone is asking in in-game chat what's happening here. Oh, we're just enjoying ourselves. We're just hanging out for a bit. I love that. That's, again, my old weakness for the simple comes through. Like brown hair, earth tones, like a sort of a greenish brown, green, red. Like very simple, sort of very... I say this as a complimentary. It's a very peasant-like, right? Like it's like a peasant's Sunday best kind of vibe. Where like really only one piece of clothing has had like any kind of an expensive dye job and everything else is just sort of like what's available. Like it's very simple, it's very rustic. Like, and that wouldn't work, like that wouldn't have the same vibe at all. Like that's a good demonstration. Like this wouldn't have the same vibe at all if the character didn't have like this very neutral brown, like natural looking hair. Like if they were more sort of extravagant in sort of the hairstyle and shit, then the rest of the outfit would have a different context. It would come across in a different way. But here it just looks like very simple. Very sort of... Yeah. I like that. I have a weakness for it, as I've said a million times. The freckles also help with sort of like giving a little bit of a farm girl vibe to the whole thing. Holy shit, there's a lot of people here. Of course. The world's most blinged out chocobo, man. Oh, wait, what the fuck? Wings. What? That rules. So the wings are good. Like, they're really fucking cool. But it's because it's attached to this, like, we've got this, like, black and white color scheme. We've got a nun's habit, essentially, on the head and the mask and the thing that it looks like some kind of angel, right? Like, it looks like some kind of religious figure. Albeit with a little bit of, just a little bit of cleavage. Just a little bit of, like, hello, sailor. I kind of like that there is, like, a little bit of titty window. But, like, that's a really stark, steer, well put together. The only thing that maybe doesn't... Well, I don't know about the boots. It's mostly because the heel is brown. But then that does go with the wings, so maybe that's okay, actually. But that's the only thing I could think of is that maybe you'd want something with, like, a black heel to really... But, like, no one's gonna ever fucking see that. It doesn't matter. So who cares? But yeah, like, the wings really make this. Because, like, it would be a cool fit regardless, but the wings make it like, oh, there's something supernatural going on here. Which, I mean, yeah. Looking around. I don't think anyone thinks, oh, shit. I don't think anyone thinks we're in Kansas anymore or anything. Suspenders. Oh, that rules. Suspenders are good. Especially, like, That's the thing about suspenders. Like, suspenders work on a big guy, or anyone who's big, really, because they flow over the shape of the body and they accentuate it. So, like, you can see how, like, the suspenders accentuate, like, the curve of the back. They accentuate, like, the shape of the chest and the size of it. So, like, they're a good way to sort of, like, bring some definition into... Like, there's a reason people get turned on by suspenders. It's because it outlines the shape of the body. Yeah, again, the simple fits. I do love them. Fat Chocobo? Oh, it's a Gisal green. Cute, adorable. Oh, come the fuck on. That is so cool. I mean, it's lame, and it's silly, and it's campy, but that rules. And on a midnight blue Chocobo, too. Aw. Precious. Look at you. Frey has been watching you, and he's not pleased with your progress. Well, I'm beginning to question your commitment, Rick. You haven't heard the voice since our last communion, which means you haven't taken my lessons to heart. You know I'm trying to help you, don't you? All of this is for your benefit. You listen, but you don't understand. Never mind. You're the stubborn type, I know that. We'll just have to keep at it until you open your eyes. Moraby Dry Docks. That's where we'll head next. Never much cared for the ocean myself. That friend of mine, the one I told you about after our first communion, we came out here together once. Long story short, we ended up doing something ridiculously foolish, and we were lucky to make it out alive. I tried to talk him out of it, but he just had to get on the damn boat. Don't be like that, friend. Isn't the maelstrom supposed to aid the small folk when they're in a spot of trouble?
So far as is possible, yes, but such matters fall within the purview of the Yellow Jackets, and...
Oh. Oh, they told me to buck her off. Can you believe that? I'm begging you, Sergeant.
Wait, is that you, Lieutenant Altham? It is. The legend himself. Forgive me, sir. I've never thanked you properly for your service to Limsa Laminsa. When I first heard Leviathan had been summoned, I feared that... Why, if it isn't that famous adventurer I'd been killing primals left and right. Truly, the 12 must be watching over me, because you're just the man I need. I'm the victim of a terrible and a heinous crime. I was waylaid by Pikikir bandits near the Salt Strand who left me with naught more than the clothes on my back.
And that makes you think... What makes you think I give a Kikirn's ours about your troubles? Go and bother the Yellow Jackets like the Sergeant said. I seek worthy prey, not a gang of rats. How can you say such a thing, sir? Without your help, I'm ruined. Yeah, but also, like... Wait, listen. You said you wanted worthy prey, yes? The Erlita was a mean-looking bastard, at least 2 or 3 times the size of the others. It'd probably take a dozen men to bring him down. If it's a challenge you wanted, then there it is. Just you against him and his cronies. What say you, sir? Shut your mouth and wait here. I'll be back. If this Kikirn isn't everything he promised, I'll take it out on his hide. Let's make the most out of this, Brick. No style, no guile, just chaos. Mark your limits, then push yourself beyond. Let the darkness guide you and set you free.
Okay.
You did well. All that's left is to return the goods to their owner. Dude? Finish it. Finish what we started.
Okay. You good there, buddy?
You right there? You cool?
Kacho, were you able to catch up with those bandits?
Yeah, here's your stuff. Anyway,
Yes, that seems to be mine, but... Limlin, take me. I can't sell this. Everything's soaked to the keycairn blood. What did you do? Carve one up and leave it to bleed all over my wares? I'm ruined. Utterly ruined. Sir, I demand recompense for your reckless destruction of my property. I'm a reasonable man, so I'll acknowledge you're not wholly responsible. 50% of the value should suffice. 50%. 50%! I slaughter a gang of keycairn bandits for your precious goods, and this is the thanks I receive. You spineless sack of shite. I kill your enemies. I fetch your things. I do what you people can't or won't do yourselves. You're helpless, weak. All you do is want and need. I should have left you all to drown in Leviathan's tidal wave. At least then I would have been spared your constant bloody whining. Do not speak to me of this ever again.
pray forgive my insolence, sir.
Lieutenant Alpham, sir, you have every right to be upset, but... I think he understands, sir.
Oh, buddy! Bestest pal! Goodest friend! He wouldn't be staring out over the ocean or something, would he? Oh, there he is. And yes, he would.
We can't keep doing this, Brick. You must see now what it's doing to us. What they're doing to us. These people.
Yeah, he did deserve it.
Right you are, Brick, right you are. Felt good, didn't it? See that sniveling wretch tremble? I think he nearly pissed himself. You're finally starting to see them for what they are now, aren't you? Good, good. All that remains is to hearken to the voice, to grasp its words and discover your true calling.
Should have gone a little bit closer.
With every breath you grow lighter and slip further into the abyss. A chorus of voices cries out for a hero, and he comes. He smiles, he nods, and he remains silent. But he too has a voice. I will be heard. Brick Alpham. You stand at the precipice, but do not fear the fall. Cast yourself into the abyss, and you shall soar above, free at last. There are other lands than these, Brick, lands where we are not known. Ask, and we shall quit this place forever. Only when you have renounced everything are you free to do anything. When we meet again, you will give us your answer. Run away with me. Run away with me to a foreign land where no one knows us and we can just be together. The voice is waiting to be heard, yet you cannot seem to grasp it on your own. Though disappointed, Frey will help you to understand its intent. Only communion will suffice. More of your dry docks will be you conduct the right ones. Where do these people come from? These helpless, hopeless weaklings who see fit to beg the assistance of every passing adventurer. And now comes another, beseeching the warrior of light to recover some stolen chest or crate of only the goods, gods know what. The merchant claims the keycairn bandits and their leader will prove worthy prey, but we've been disappointed before. All around you lay the remains of the keycairn hacked to pieces, some beyond recognition. Chest heaving with exertion, you gaze at the blood-stained sword in your hands, uncertain how long you held it. The pounding in your head intensifies, and you blink back the pain. Frey, where's Frey? Frey looks how you feel, utterly spent and in need of a rest. Again, a slight reinterpretation.
Finish it, he says. Finish what we started. Madness. Utter madness. That spineless sack of shite actually demanded compensation for his property. The nerve of these people, after all we do for them. But Frey was not about to let that pass. Oh no. It was a thing of glory, Frey giving voice to our feelings. Our words tumbling from Frey's mouth. But why did he have to leave? Where could he have gone? Frey fears for us. He knows we cannot go on like this. The voice... We must hearken to the voice. Frey is right, of course. Frey has always been right. Only when we have renounced everything are we free to do anything. We can leave it all behind. All of it. The Scions, the Alliance, even Heidelin. All we have to do is ask, and he shall set us free. Oh, wow. Like a quest that seems to be all about following long repressed passions and embracing a different kind of life that you thought was impossible, but which this mysterious, charismatic stranger has made you feel like maybe that life could be for you. Maybe there could be something else than the path that you've been set on and the... I mean, if there's Frey Warrior of Light fanfiction and it's very gay, I am 0.0% surprised. Oh my god. Oh. Look at them! They match! That's adorable! Oh, that is so cute. I wonder if they're a couple or what's going on there, but that is cute as shit. That's amazing. Ooh. Oh, that's a nice robe. Really well matched with the headgear as well as the tiny creature skitters to avoid getting stomped on by bigger things. Yeah, shit, that's really nice. Like, I like the gold and the teal hair. They work together quite well, actually. Yeah, neat. Ma'am. Whew. Oh, that's cool. That's a really modern fit. That has, like... Yeah, sort of high school anime vibes a little bit. But, well, maybe more adult than that. Like, maybe more like, sort of like a supernatural battle anime kind of vibe. Like, with the skirt and, like, the long... and the tights and... Yeah. Ooh, that's cool. And again, red in the hair, coordinated with red on the jacket, and then following on down. Oh god, the chainsaw sword is back. Yeah, this is not quite as 40k as, like, we saw the Lalafell on the last stream, who, like, fully had managed to make, like, an inquisitorial 40k ass outfit, like, out of this, but, like, this is a different vibe. This is more sort of steampunky. Yeah. Like a steampunk knight kind of thing. Eye patch is a good touch. Oh, that's cool. And, like, I like that there's a dress at the bottom. Like, that it's not, like, just overalls or whatever. But, like, there's a dress that sort of fits with the... Yeah. That's cool. Anyway. Ooh. Oh, that's some sleek... Oh, that's a sleek coat. Damn. And then, like, matching the high collar with the eyepiece and the mouthpiece there. Let's, like, sort of continuing that. Yeah. Continuing that shape language. That's really good. Brun brun. Again, like, coordination between, like, the features of the character and the outfit itself. White hair, dark skin, and then we have, like, this outfit that's defined by bright white with dark accents on it, and then the horns and the skin contrasting against that. That's really good. I mean, don't let anyone tell any of you guys that you don't know how to do character design. Because you do. Clearly. And I find that most people do, honestly. Like maybe not in their heads, like, without, like, sort of considering it, but put tools in front of people, and, like, they will create, like, characters that are distinct and interesting. Like, that's one of the things that MMOs like this prove, is, like, this looks absolutely fuck all nothing like any of this, right? People have unique ideas in their heads. And, like, across the population of a whole MMO, obviously, There's gonna be repetition. There's gonna be replicated things, but... Like, just look at the variety here. Just look at the sheer scale of difference. Man, this is so fucking cool. I like the mask with this. I like the mask a lot with this. Because, like, take away the mask there, and that entire outfit has a completely different vibe, right? Like, without the mask, that looks like sort of a casual beach fit vibe. Like, just, hey, we're just hanging out. We're just going places. We had, like, cute little umbrella. But with the mask, there's all of a sudden, there's kind of a menace to it, isn't there? Like, it's kind of scary. It's kind of spooky. All of a sudden. Like, there's something like freaky about it, which I appreciate that. It's cool. Okay, right. Dismile Darkhold again, and then the Aurum Vale. Yay, the two most fun dungeons. Oh, holy shit. Oh, that's so fucking extra. I love it. And also, just those, yeah. Yep. Those, that whole thing, that business down there. Yep. That is a hard, hey! Outfit coordination. That's a hard yes from me. Yeah, again, the wings. Not quite the same weapon, no. Simple. Simple, effective. Sort of very H&M, actually. Sort of very stuff you could buy yourself at the store. I like that. Like, I've explained it a million times. I don't need to explain it again. And then, yes. Does it have the open back? Oh, it does. Good. I think I've seen that top before, yeah. Oh, I like that. Yeah. A little thing on the chin. Oh, lovely earrings, too. They suit the rest of the outfit. And I see someone has become a dad and they're building a deck. And a bored teenager is watching. It's like, Dad, come on. Oh, that is a very silly bow. Oh, that's very silly. I like it. Oh my god, that's silly. That's a harp and a bow in one, I see. Okay, and it's got a horn on it. Because it's... Oh, that's amazing. That's fantastic. Oh, love the necklace, too. That's a good fit. Ooh, a band. Distorted Tamura, Lo-Fi Tamura, V-Snares, Mitsuki Tamura, Resample Tamura, Harmonized. That's adorable. I knew you would come to your senses, Break. Now let us go. If I never see snow again, it'll be too soon. We should go somewhere warm, at least for a little while. Wait for me near the gates of judgment. When you are alone, call out and I shall join you. Yeah, no, don't worry about it, Frey. A moment later, Frey departs, though in what direction you cannot seem to recall. With the chat, in chat mode, say and enter any phrase which includes Frey to attract his attention. Okay. I'll definitely be alone when I get there, Frey. I promise. That's 100% for sure. Don't you worry about that. There won't be a carnival of 100 people in endgame gear running after me. That definitely... don't worry. Don't worry. Just you and me, buddy. Wait. I know that voice. It's Brigoltham, the hero of the Scions. Allow me to say what an honor it is to meet you, sir. I mean, by the Fury, the man who bested Shiva. Every knight under Lord Drillman's command knows the tale. I could go on, but, well, I'll just say it, if I may, sir. We need your help.
We've a giant problem, sir. A band of them have taken to raiding caravans passing through Danafin Pass. We think they may be planning to expand their territory. Lord Drillman wants them gone, but you know how it is. Too much work, too few hands. We'd need at least 24 knights to clear them out safely.
But now that you're here, sir, we have nothing to fear. Aye, well, we created a distraction. You can slip past and put their leader down. Without him, they're sure to cut and run. So, will you help us, sir?
We beg of you.
We beg of you!
Thank you so much, sir. We won't forget this.
Well, you know, Petro Alexandra, it's not like it forces me to play an ad instantly. I can decide to wait.
Pray accompany me to the pass, sir. We can discuss the finer details of our plan there.
Okay, but first I do need to meet my friend.
No. No more. Enough.
Or not. Okay, hello, hi. Wait, hang on. Oh, that coat rule. Yeah, with the little scarf around the neck. Yes, absolutely, 100% yes. That rules. That fully rules. That's excellent. The eye patch also helps, but like, it's the scarf around the neck. That's what makes it. That's what makes that really good.
The leader should be somewhere in the tunnel, sir. Once you're in position, we'll launch our attack. If all goes to plan, you should only have to contend with the leader and his guards. May the Fury guide and protect us.
By the Fury, you really did it, and you made it look so easy. Yeah, you know, I had... No, it was all me, actually. You know what? It was all me. I did it on my own, completely alone, just me. Tell everyone that I did it on my own with one hand behind my back and eyes closed and standing on one leg. As for us, there were some injuries, but nothing serious. It was starting to look rather grim, actually. But the moment he fell, they sounded the retreat. It was an honor to fight with you, sir. You really are everything the bards say. Truth be told, I've been following your deeds for some time now. Ever since you first came to Whitebrim Front. Your martial prowess is widely known, of course, but what I found truly inspirational was your compassion for the common man. How you would risk your life without thought for fame or fortune. How the lowest among us could find a friend in you.
Sir! Sir!
Is something wrong? Oh. Yes, Lord Drillman, sir. He heard we were in the field with Brick and is demanding we come to Whitebrim Front at once.
Demanding? What's the meaning of this?
Certain allegations have been made, sir. It would seem that he was observed conversing with a corpse in the broom. Not that anyone believes such slander, of course.
Yeah, no, I would never talk to a corpse. No, definitely alive. He's been alive the whole time. And he's not dead in any way. That's definitely not what the whole thing has been, that he was dead the whole time. That's definitely not what the story is.
I should warn you, sir, some of these allegations, you may be asked to surrender your weapon.
Children of the land, do you hear?
Surrender your weapon. After what happened in Ul'dah, they must be mad. Pay attention, Brick. This could be the greatest moment of our life. That is, if you could stop denying the truth that's been staring you in the face since the moment we met. Say my name. Say it. My real name.
Oh, real name. Come now. You knew Frey was dead from the beginning, but you didn't care. You had a sword and a soul crystal, but what you wanted was a mentor. A mentor with the gifts and the knowledge, a dark knight who could guide you on the path who you could aspire to become. A man who was free to say and do the things you would not. Even now you continue to deny it. Well, deny me all you want. You cannot deny what we have done. Have I not been good to you? Have I not given you everything I promised? Did you not help you to hear the whispers of our very soul? Open your eyes. Look. Do you see now? Do you see? Ooh. Ooh. Everything up until now has been your story. And everything after now will be mine. Cool sword. Mine's cooler. Esteem. You may as well put the blade at your own neck. Where does that leave us, hmm? Hey, Draymond, thank you for the assist. Well, good thing I'm not a house, then. There we go. Poor Frey. Esteem, huh? So that's where that sword comes from. My fit is better, dude. You would seem I underestimated myself. But no matter. He had borne witness to the darkness within us. To what lies beneath the mask. Brick, listen to us!
We'll never forsake you no matter what.
We know who you are, Brick. We know, and so do you.
Oh yeah, my old pals, my friends, who I definitely remember who you are. Draymond, at least I do remember. A fantastic display of willful ignorance. Wipe the slate clean. Forgive and forget. Convince yourselves that he can be controlled. Warrior of light. A weapon of light. It isn't too late, Brick. We can still be free.
Rick. So, this is your answer. Listen to my voice. Listen to our heartbeat. Listen.
Hear, feel, think? Is it? Notice that in that shot particularly, they cast extra light on like the Warrior of Light's arm.
If this is how it must be, then so be it. But know that when you tire of this charade, I shall be here, waiting to take the reins. You need only ask.
Hey, a story about coming to terms with, yeah, all sorts of repressed urges and feelings and resentments and, wow, coming to a deeper understanding of yourself. Seems straight to me. Seems incredibly just straight ahead, like straighter than like a highway through a desert. Just right on ahead.
Nice alone, you're right, sir. For a moment we feared we'd lost you forever. Well, Dremel made it clear that we will speak no more of what happened. Not that he had to ask, mind. As for your friend, I'm told he'll be interred with full rites. May his soul rest in peace.
And then that is the quest that gives me the undeath ability. Right. The ability to persist past being dead. That's pretty good. Like, in terms of like, making the story work with the mechanic that it's introducing to you. That's pretty good.
Are you sure you're right, sir? You seem a little... never mind, fare you well.
You subdue your dark side for now. After you check your journal, change jobs and check it again. Okay. So I shall. Children of the land, do you hear? Frey knows what is best for us, so we will do as he asks. We'll wait for him outside of the gates of judgment and say his name so we will know we're here. A pair of knights hailing from Whitebrim Front overhear your summons and recognize you as the Warrior of Light. Seizing the opportunity to exploit the good nature of the fool who could not wait for his comrade and put this nonsense behind him forever, the knights convince you to help them deal with a band of giants. Head to Danifan Pass and get it over with. While your courageous new friends distract the Dross, you'll seek out and slay their leader. What a brilliant plan! Nothing like the countless other times we slew someone else's enemies. You killed them. Well done. Can we go now? Serve, save, slave, slay. You struggle to hear the words of the knights over the pounding in your head. It would seem Lord Drimont has summoned you to Whitebrim Front to discuss allegations which have been made against you, including the rather disturbing charge that you were observed conversing with a corpse. Nothing for it, then. Journey to Whitebrim Front and kill them all. Darkness dwells within us all, but few are forced to confront it as you are. One moment Frey stands before you, and in the next it is your twin. As you wrestle for control with your dark side, the voices of Whitebrim Front cry out to you in support, even as your own voice belittles your struggle. And then, as quickly as it began, it ends. Your soul is in your keeping once more. By Lord Drimont's command, none will speak of what they saw, a gesture you find more comforting with every passing moment. Even after regaining your faculties, your memories of Frey are still muddled. And though your dark side has been subdued, it remains your constant companion, yearning to be free, yearning to set you free. You need only ask. So, that was a very long, at least, well, maybe not for you, but certainly for my poor editor, Jane, that was a very long episode of Final Fantasy XIV. If you want to watch all of the dungeon crawling and all of the costume appreciation I did in between leveling over the course of this stream, I'm afraid you're going to have to head on over to Twitch and subscribe there, because that'll give you access to the VODs where you can watch, like, all of the everything that happens. If you want to watch just the edited episodes, which I cannot say I blame you because it was 5 hours of grinding to get through that story, then you have to stay here on YouTube. And if you want to watch the episodes there early, you have to become a member of the channel because that'll give you early access to episodes before they come out for everybody else. Outside of that, thank you very much for watching. Remember to be kind to one another, have solidarity with those who are worse off than yourselves, and may the tides of history wash gently over us all.